Maybe today. Hey everyone, this is Josh here with the Best with Meh. I hope you're doing well on this Friday afternoon. We have a special teaser episode for Stock Market Brunch with Joonie and Josh, which I'm hoping Joonie will join me. Let me send him a message. Today, we're really just going to go over what the show will be about, and we're going to tease a couple of things. Because this is kind of a dead spot in the day. I feel like there's nobody that covers midday. So I think we're trying to fill that gap. And it's not going to be every day, but it'll probably be maybe a couple of times a week. Let me send him a message now. And he may be doing his live over on Twitch still that he does by himself for Data Gang and the Trade Otter people. You know who you are. I think we do have some overlap as far as our audiences go. And then when he gets off of there, he can jump over. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm thinking about switching over from my mic. I have a Yeti mic, which is really good, except for in this room, even though I added like sound pads to it, it still kind of sucks, the echo. So I'm wondering if I switch to these, if it'll be better. So I'm gonna try it. And now I'm gonna ask Joonie, because he'll know. All right, we'll just switch back over. I don't know what's going on there. Try the AirPods. They are connected, but for some reason it's saying they're not going to work. So might just have to deal with the echo for today. That's fine. Better than not being able to hear me at all, I suppose. Maybe. All right. Where is my co-host? I'll give him a call. Because I don't really want to do this without him. Kind of defeat the purpose. Yo, you joining me? No, I can't. Okay. I was like, it's gonna be weird if it's just me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, bye. All right, see ya. All right. Let's try this again. So he was doing his stream. He totally forgot about this. So you can blame Joonie for the delay. And probably get a few people switch over from that too. Anyways, we'll just talk about the market, general state of it now while we wait for him to join in for the teaser. But today we did have CPI number. Well, not CPI, we had PCE, which came in right in line with expectations. I think that was the initial bump that we got in the morning before everything sold off. and I'm trying to pull it up so you can see it, but 2.9% is what we had. 2.9 is what we expected. I mean, PCE is the Federal Reserve's favorite metric, allegedly, for what they use to decide whether to hike, hold, pause, whatever, cut. For them, though, I think the decision has pretty much been made at this point. They are going to cut a couple more times this year. I think something crazy would have to happen in the economy, like jobs would either have to shoot up or really die off for them to change their stance now. What they like to be consistent. That's their main thing. When they share information, really want to stick by it. And here's Joonie. We'll add him to the stage. Oh, look who it is. Decided to join.
So my bad.
First episode.
Yes.
I guess this was technically not. It's more of a teaser, but still, off on a good foot. You're going to be that guy. You're going to be like the Tanner to a Mitch show that shows up late every time they do one.
Dude,
you didn't miss anything.
That's my fault.
Well, I tried to switch over to my AirPods because there's kind of an echo. Like I have a good mic, like I have a Yeti, but it's something about this room. It's really tiny. So like, even though I put up these, I'll show you, I put up these fancy sound suppression beam things that like look like a painting.
Oh,
it made the echo slightly better, but there's still an echo, and I'm sure you can hear it
a little, but I'll bear with
it. I mean, if I need a stand so I can put my mic like right up to my mouth, but
you need one of these things.
I know I need an arm to mount.
Super.
It just seems so excessive. Like,
hey, you're a big time now.
You've been doing it for a while there.
Yeah, but you had hella people come up to you at Summit. You're warranted an arm.
Yeah, I think my wife would judge me though. I did buy a new camera that has a ring light around it, so that I don't have like the Uncle Fester eyes. Somebody told me that. And I was like, man, that's like the perfect analogy. It's like, that's definitely it.
Is that made by Logitech, or did you go with another company?
I think I bought, it's like some third-party company. The one I have now is Logitech, and it's fine for like just daily job stuff, because I mean, nobody that I work with really cares about the visual quality of my camera, but I feel like I'm going to do this. I need something a little bit better. And I mean, obviously I'll use it for work too. Whenever I get it, it comes tomorrow. I forget the brand. I'd have to look at it. It was an Amazon purchase. But it's like I mean, it's just a regular camera that goes on the top, and there's just a ring light around it. It wasn't that. There's like a ton of options, and it's not that expensive. So,
got it.
Anyways, enough about the setup. So, I guess I'll do a quick intro for what will be our show. So, we're going to do stock market brunch, and with Joonie and Josh, I call it brunch just to give everybody a little insight to the name. It's breakfast for Joonie right now time, and it's lunch for me, because Joonie's West Coast, I'm East Coast, and so we got you covered from coast to coast here if you want to be really funny. So I went with brunch. We're going to do this. I think this is our teaser episode. And we can talk about it a little bit more, but we're going to do, what do you say, every Monday, probably around noon. And then maybe throughout the week, if we both have time and there's like important economic data that comes out, like FOMC days, I feel like it's probably a good one. And any other time that Joonie wants to accommodate his precious hours, we'll probably get on streams together to cover the market. And I think this is a good time of day too, because a lot of people stream the open, a lot of people stream the close, and like nobody streams really during the middle of the day for markets, for updates. And obviously stuff happens, right? During those times. But I don't know, Joonie, did you want to like share any thoughts on what you kind of want to see out of this?
Yeah. Number one, super stoked, because it's like you've developed a really good community of people through your Substack and you sharing your market analysis. And then I've had, you know, my community of people, and it's like the first time where they get to actually like sort of almost co-mingle with each other as we like blast out tweets and stuff. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to also just redo the 5K challenge. You know, I did this challenge by myself last year, or not the year before. Yeah, it was last year. Wow, time freaking flies. And I did really well, but I think doing it with a friend, it would just be more enjoyable for me, and it'd also just be, I think, because we have complementing styles. I think I think as people learn, I'm a little bit more conservative than you when it comes to trading style.
Right.
But
I think they'll see
when it gets
that
down,
pretty quickly.
yeah, dude.
I'm probably gonna blow my account up like in the
Yeah.
first week, my 5K account, because I'm so like, because you can't day trade it, so it's really gonna like hem in some of my
Yeah.
trading habits, which is probably a good thing,
Mhm.
honestly, because I tend to overtrade. Um, like, you know, especially if I for the challenge, I'm probably going to overtrade just because that's just the
It's
nature
just
of my
fun.
trading
Yeah,
habits.
we're gonna get into it.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people that can also sort of empathize with a smaller account too. I'd say most people trade with a smaller account,
yeah,
and getting a perspective on how I'd say like an above average retail trader actually trades a 5K account would be really helpful. You know, I think some of it gets lost when you see someone with like tons of money, or like someone that has I don't know, like a very large following, kind of say like archaic things on Twitter, like 3-word tweets, 50 EMA blown, and then they show a chart, and you know, new people can't learn from that. But
right.
you and me talking about it like back and forth, like why did your call win here, or you know, why did my put credit spread lose here? I think it'd be really good, because people are going to learn about the long side, people are going to learn about the short side. It's just perfect. I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
good.
and I'm hoping Hood will roll out the short selling, because I think that would be cool. I know
That
you haven't done
would.
a lot of it, but I have shorted in the past, like when I was
Mhm.
using Thinkorswim, and I
Yeah.
think that'll add like a new dimension to like this trading challenge, which um, I really didn't intro that yet, so I
Oh,
probably
that's
should have
good.
led with it. But other than us, like walking through trades, so Joonie and I, to give everybody a little more context, are doing
Mhm.
just it's really just between us. We're gonna call it an invitational, and we can
Mhm.
hashtag it on Twitter and socials. It's just going to be I don't know what we want to call it. It's like Joonie and Josh 5K Invitational. Is that what we
Yeah.
settled
I think
on?
it's gonna be obnoxiously long.
Right.
Yeah.
Could be
Yeah.
J and
I
J.
yeah. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Let's commit to the long hashtag. I think it'd be funny.
Yeah. So we are gonna. So we're now that Robinhood has, and I think this is a good advertisement for Robinhood. So now that Robinhood is allowing
Mhm.
you to set up separate accounts, we're each going to create a new account in Robinhood, and we're going to drop 5K in it.
Mhm.
Um, and we're just going to trade our styles, and then we're going to get on at least once a week to walk through what we've done, why we did it. We'll obviously hashtag it and send out updates on Twitter where we do enter positions. Like, we're not going to talk to each other every time we make a trade, but we'll
Mhm.
post it, and then we'll come together later during the week and we'll talk about it. And you'll be able to see, like, we'll show our accounts on social media. We'll show our trades. I'll probably log everything in Trade Otter. I know Judy will. And Joonie, I
Mhm.
think it's going to create us a special little widget to track it in Trade Otter.
Yep.
So if you want to see that on Trade Otter and not have to look at us on Twitter, tradeotter.com. Joonie is master chief engineer coder for that. It's a great website, even if you don't want to follow us, just for tracking your own trades.
Yeah.
But I think what we'll do on stream is we'll probably just pull up our trade otter logs and talk about, because we'll already have notes in there that we can look back
Mhm.
on, and we can just discuss like why we did what we did during the week. And then
Yeah.
obviously you'll see how the challenge progresses, like who's winning, who's losing. And if you want to participate, feel free to tag us on Twitter. wherever you do social media, and follow along. I think it'll be a fun social interaction for everyone.
Yeah, this, we see all the time, I think, on Twitter and on YouTube of people doing trading challenges. But something that has always driven me insane is like we never see the challenge to completion. Like if they blow up, they don't talk about why they blew up. If sometimes they get just unmotivated because the market starts going down and then they realize, oh crap, like maybe I can only make money when the market goes up. And I think no matter what, committing to us talking about why we blew up our 5K accounts, if it happens, I'm gonna manifest that it doesn't happen, we actually have a prosperous rest of the year and next year. I think it'd make a big difference. I think the content is just gonna be invaluable. So
Agreed.
yeah,
And it'll be fun. I think it's more just for giggles, and there's nothing on the line for it. It'll just be bragging rights, I guess, between us. And if somebody else wants to join in and show us how it's really done, you're welcome to spam us.
It's gonna be, I think it'd be really cool when we see out in the wild people use our challenge hashtag or invitational hashtag. That's gonna be really cool.
It'll be fun to see how other people trade too. Like you said, you'll notice pretty quickly that Joonie and I are very different, which I think that's what makes this good, is you can see two very different trading styles. I actually already have in mind what my first trade is going to be on Monday if it's trading. And I'm not going to tell
you.
Trading,
that's great. What a crazy statement. If it's trading.
It is not an active ticker right now. And I think it might be live Monday. And if it is, it's going to be my first trade.
Monka S. What time will our stream be on Mondays?
I was thinking we'd keep it around, like keep the brunch thing going.
Okay, so 9:30 my time.
12:30 mine. Right.
Great. Okay.
We'll bring mimosas and be ready for it.
Okay. Kev Nation has a good question. Will it be on YouTube too? And you're the YouTube guy.
Yes. So if you want to follow me, Invest with Mel on YouTube, it will be on YouTube. It'll be on X, and you got us covered on Twitch. So we pretty much got everything there. If you use something other than that, I'm sorry. As good as we can do.
What are you doing?
Yeah, right. Surely you have one of those three.
All
right. So I think that covers like just the challenge and then like the purpose of our show for the most part. I don't know. Did you have anything else you wanted to add as far as that goes?
I did. I wanted to ask if you wanted to donate to a charity. We each pick a charity of choice. Loser donates like $100.
Yeah, down for that.
Yeah, or maybe winner donates $100. What would be better? You know what I mean? Like you already lost 5K.
Well, like I said, I'm probably gonna blow my account up. So
stop.
Let's say winner.
A winner. Okay. Winner.
I don't know.
I actually like that. Yeah, some of the gains goes towards a donation. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think that's a good way to do it. And mine
and you have to pick one.
Say what?
And you have to pick a charity that you want me to donate to, and I'm gonna pick a charity that you donate to.
So I'm gonna have you donate to an OnlyFans account.
Okay, I'm down.
I mean, technically, it's kind of like charity if you think about it.
It is. It's very. It's a bit of a stretch, but you can see it.
Yeah. No, Joonie wasn't ready for that. We're also very different personality types, I feel like. So, I mean, we mesh pretty well, but like, I don't know. I'm kind of obnoxious, and Joonie is very like even keel.
We really do. My time with you at Summit was just great. Like I had a ton of fun. I think how we get along is good.
All right. I will go back up just because Bogdan asked if you're still here about TSSI. I don't know what Empress is. I have to look into that. TSSI, obviously, I'm pretty deep in that as far as DD goes. And like, if y'all have any questions outside of the challenge, like feel free to ask them. Like once we cover our updates each week, we definitely we'll touch on major things that happen in the market too. Because I think Joonie and I are both pretty tapped in. Like we'll know what's happened to discuss it. I like even when
Oh
I'm
yeah.
working during the week, I follow it every day. But then we'll open it up for like general questions, and if Joonie and I actually have an opinion on it, we can give it. If it's something we don't know anything about, can't really help you. We'd have to look into it. But for TSSI, just like general thoughts. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff out there if you want to look, but really right now it's wait and see. It's moved up off this bottom because of just all of the infrastructure news that's come out in the last couple of weeks with Oracle, like the Meta Gemini partnership. Like the spend obviously is there for AI infrastructure going forward through probably all the way through next year. I think they've basically all promised like a certain amount through 2026. Um, and TSSI really, they're just going to have to show it in their numbers. The reason it did this mega dump from like 30 to 13 was because they reported a really bad Q2. Um, just for reference, I was expecting like $100 million in revenue, and they reported like 60. So when you
Whoa.
miss by like, when you're 50% off, like you're gonna dump. And especially they were trading at like a 70 PE. Like you can't do that when your multiple is that high. And it's ticked up because there's been a lot of news about people spending on infrastructure. They're an infrastructure company. So the logic here is that they should see some benefit from that. But until they report Q3 earnings, like this is just speculation. This move back up to $18 is people front running. Like they're assuming Q3 they're going to smash, right? And if they do, I think they can close this gap that it created after the last earnings. But they're going to have to do the proof in the pudding kind of thing. So I'm agnostic. I still have a position, but until they report in Q3 and show me something, I don't think I really have any other opinions until that happens. And if they
What's your
miss
opinion?
again, I'm gonna dump it. Like I'm out. Like
Mhm.
you can't in this AI market, like if you're not killing it, like what are you doing?
Yeah.
Because there's hundreds of billions of dollars that are just being pumped into it. And if you can't if you can't show growth, then like you're never going to.
What's your opinion on CapEx across the board? Like
um
from Meta, Nvidia, etc.
I'm fine with it as up until a point, right? Like I posted on my X a while ago. I'm not gonna try and dig it up because it'll take me forever. It was probably like 9 months ago. A animated chart of capex and how it actually like it was like a ratio of capex to net income. And pretty much what it showed is all these companies are spending a ton, but they're not getting anything out of it, really. Like the ratio is widening. So they are making like their earnings are still good, right? They're still net income positive and
Yeah.
expanding. But the rate at which the CapEx is expanding is faster than their income is expanding, which tells you they're putting a lot of money in, but they're
Right.
not getting the same amount of money back. And I think everybody kind of is there right now, right? The Bears argument is like, they're okay, there's all this capex, but what's the use case? Like, are they actually making money from this spend? And right now, not really, at least not for the like Palantir is, right?
Mhm.
But the mega caps, like outside of the LLMs, like, are they really making any money off of this capex?
Yeah, I have this opinion where unless if you're an LLM or a company really dedicated to AI, the capex you do end up spending to build your features for AI, the margin for AI features is huge, but the usefulness of it is a whole nother story. Um, uh, talking about AI spend. Uh,
Well, and it's what it kind of like they each kind of are trying to outdo each other. too, is what I get. Like,
it's a race to the ground on pricing too.
right. And
Being
you
real.
got,
Oh, my question was in the dot-com boom, when it's like a similar thing where people are putting tons of money into these companies that might not be making the most amount of money per capex.
right.
These companies aren't making, those companies back then definitely were not making a thoughtful return. Pets.com. Like, there's some of that going on right now where people are just slamming money into capex and hoping for something to happen. Do you have any sort of like residual fear of any sort of
Of
meaningful
it being
correction
like a
because of it?
2000 type thing.
Yeah, not to doom and gloom. If you guys know me, I'm far from doom and gloom, but
Right.
I just want to hear your thoughts.
I mean, no, because, well, I guess it depends on the companies, right? Like for Nvidia, no, because they actually are realizing revenue because they're the ones supplying all of what the capex is going into.
Mm-hmm.
But for some of these smaller companies that are just branding themselves as like AI, like think of like C3 AI, right? Like
Yeah.
they were one of the first to be like, oh, we're going to be an AI company. We're going to utilize, look at this thing. We're going to utilize how AI is used, like, or we're going to optimize like the use for AI. And you can tell, like, here we are, 2023, 24, AI started to become a thing. And this guy got all the way up to, let's see how high, $50. And you can just see how it's traded since. I think a lot of these companies are just going to go bankrupt, honestly. The ones, not all of them, like it'll be kind of like the internet where some of them will actually harness AI for a useful purpose. So think like Palantir,
Mm-hmm.
who is basically just taking all of your data and organizing it in a way that AI can actually like make it useful.
Right.
So there will be some companies that like will make this work and will actually create a real business from it. But for every company that does, I feel like there will be 2 or 3 that just don't. And they might be, completely defunct by 2030.
It's a
So
fair shake.
so in that way it is kind of similar to 2000, but from a broader like economic perspective, I don't think it's anything like 2000. I think both of those things can be true. I think you could have a big speculative bubble in just AI, and you will have companies that just fail left and right. But I
Mm-hmm.
think the market can still also just go up and to the right over that same period.
Yeah. Kevin asked a good question. Is tariff still a concern for both of you guys?
Depends on the industry. Like I'm in pharma, and it's definitely a concern for pharma. Did you see Trump announce today that he's going to do 100% tariff on all pharmaceutical goods that are from outside of the U.S.?
Is that fresh today?
That is a new one. Starting
Whoa.
October 1st, immediately they're going to do 100%. And let's look at Lilly. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think
Lilly,
this will
Novo.
impact. Ooh, yeah, look at that. I don't know how much it'll impact some of these companies because they've already promised to. I think the deal is if you've broken ground or promised to spend a certain amount of money in the US, then they forgive you.
Huh.
But like Novo would probably be the biggest one, right? Because they're a foreign pharmaceutical company. Like, God, that's ugly.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So it did get bought up, but like
It did. It's a
yeah.
pretty big V shape,
Well, the
actually.
PE on this is already like 12. Like how
Yeah, we
how
talked
much,
about that in the line to the shuttle.
right? Like
Yeah.
how much lower can it go, right? Are you just going to make it free? I mean, they still have obviously one of the most popular weight loss drugs in the world, and they still make a ton of money.
Yeah.
And like this is probably a good trade for like 3 years from now, because if we don't get a Republican in the office for whatever reason, they're going to retroactively like kill all of these executive orders.
Uh-huh.
And these companies are going to pump so hard because they're getting suppressed because of tariffs. So
Right.
like, I mean, yeah. So to answer Kevin's question, like, Yes, for certain sectors, tariffs are concerning. I mean, obviously chips, right? He's doing all kinds of weird shit with chips, trying to make them a US thing and like throttling what Nvidia can or can't sell to China, which is one of their biggest customers. So I don't know. It's just an ambiguous area. Like this new one, like Trump just came out of nowhere with no notice today and was like, hey, October 1st, which is in what, 5 days, we're going to do 100% tariff on pharmaceuticals.
Yeah,
So
he
I don't
took
know.
out the there's a rule where if you sent $800 and below $800 in goods or something,
Oh, yeah.
through yeah, he completely axed
De
that rule.
minimis. I think it's called
Yeah,
de
that thing.
minimis
Yeah,
tax.
some
Yeah.
Latin word.
Yeah.
And that has totally shattered, like, I think, Pokemon cards are like low key, like Japanese cards have gotten really popular. But I think even personally for me, I don't want to have a phone call or an email come from UPS saying, "Hey, congrats on getting your card in the mail from Japan. Well, we need you to pay this extra fee." That sounds like that adds so much friction. People already
Right.
hate talking on the phone. Like you don't want that. So people are going to buy from people in the US. So I've seen a lot of my Japanese cards actually go up like a considerable amount because people want to buy from people in the US. So does it work? Do tariffs work into helping like US based companies? Like sometimes, like this is a clear case of it helping one very niche demographic, but that's something that I've noticed. When you add friction somewhere, people just, especially retail people, normal people, we don't like it.
Right.
Yeah.
And for good reason, right?
Yeah. 100%.
And just think if you feel that way, think about how like businesses feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's just it's creating a lot of unnecessary friction. Although I don't know if it helps our GDP if more stuff is occurring here. I honestly don't know enough about the dynamics for tariffs. Short term, I feel like it's painful. Long term, I feel like it doesn't matter that
Right.
much.
I agree. Your
Yeah, so
setup here is, for me, it's unique because I've always had a one chart, one trade sort of mindset. What do you
right.
got going here with the two by
So
two?
usually, like so I created another, and you'll see it when we do our. Well, I don't know. You can't see it on traditional. You can only see it in traditional Robinhood, but like you know how up top you can see all of your different portfolios.
Yeah.
So I created one for just for BM&R and put money into it, and it's like my BM&R account. So
Oh,
what I've had up here is like SPY, BM&R, Ethereum, and then usually I have something adjacent to it
I
down
see.
here
I see.
just to like
So
get a
similar
feel for
sector.
right.
Okay.
So then I'll look at like how's the market for performing, how's Ethereum performing, and then like kind of get an idea of is BM&R under or overperforming those. Like you look at today, right? Ethereum is up, the market is up, but BM&R is down. So like if you were trying to make a trade here, which I'm not, I'm actually I covered my calls this morning that I had open, so I'm like I have just naked shares right now.
Uh-huh.
But
Full
like
delta, brother.
right,
Full
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 delta.
delta.
But if I wanted to make a trade here, I'd probably go long short term, just as like a catch up trade for it.
Yeah.
Especially since the PCE data was really good this morning. I was kind of expecting these like high beta names to pump a little bit today.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them have, but BM&R has not. Like let's look at IWM, which is the small cap.
Let's do it.
So yeah, it's up more than SPY today. So small caps are up almost 0.75% right now. So I would think BM&R would act like a small cap because it's higher beta, but it really hadn't. So, you know, it's one of the most liquid stocks in the market right now too. And sometimes those stocks will behave differently because market makers are really heavily involved in them because premiums are really high. So for BM&R, I kind of throw just normal logic out the window because it'll just do whatever it wants to do. Like you could see something weird, like the market could be down 1% and it could be up 5% just because it's its own beast.
Reminds me of Tesla.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's a
Yeah.
lot like Tesla. Like Tesla can run completely counter to the market because there's just so much activity that it's almost its own little market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitcoin has been chilling at 109. I went to bed, saw Bitcoin at the 109 floor, and I was like, I'm gonna wake up to Bitcoin like down 5K or up 5K, and it's just still just chilling.
Yeah, it's kind of sitting in this. I mean, it looks like it was a resistance area that turned into a support area. Because this goes back how far? All the way to April, May. Like this region, it kind of hung around here, and then it finally broke out.
Yeah, but slap the 1 hour interval on here.
Yeah, hang on. Oh, look, that's where the volume line is too. What a coincidence. A little bit below it, but still. I'm sorry, ignore my.
Yo, that's crazy. And then zooming on the very right, the very recent churn.
It's just like flat.
Yeah, we've been just chilling right here. Crazy. It's crazy. Like this, wherever I feel like it's hinging on Bitcoin. Like right now I have a very negative opinion about where Bitcoin is going because it's just the price action. And it is holding the line at 109. But this is probably my favorite thing to look at today. And this is going to include the favorite thing to look at this weekend. I'm looking at this. This is my viewpoint, and this is going to dictate what I trade on Monday. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see where it ends up going. Do you want to open trades live on Monday, or is it free game up until this weekend?
I feel like it'll be free game because I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if I haven't opened anything by noon, I'll probably just wait and do it live. But if I see something in the morning that I really like, I'll probably go ahead and open it. But I will go ahead and post it.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
online.
Then let's just consider it free game for Monday morning.
Okay. I mean, I'll be awake for like 3 hours before you even crawl out.
I know.
I got an advantage.
Catch me dead before I wake up at 6:30 in the morning for the market.
Yeah, that is so weird. This is like the most flatline. What is this? Just since that dump to 109, it's just straight.
And it's so odd. It's like
look, how crazy is it that it bounced like perfectly off of this support 3 level?
Yeah. Or how crazy is it that it just went down that fast in the first place? Like those two things combined,
liquidations, man.
Yeah. But
they like Ethereum does the same thing. Like they'll find areas like air pockets and they'll just liquidate a ton of people. Like this one here in this region. Like look at that, dude. That it went from almost 4,500 to what is this down here? Almost to 4,000 in like 5 hours, 6 hours. Like that's crazy. Like $500 just shaved off in what is this, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 hours. So not even half a day.
And you just know that people are watching that the entire time down, and it's just like, oh, that must feel super bad.
I mean, this wick right here is just a straight up like stop loss raid. Like they just stopped all those people out all the way down.
Do you put stop losses on
Absolutely
your
not.
position?
No.
Same. That just it says, hey, market makers, look at me. You want these at a discount? Like,
pretty much.
Hell no.
People will say they don't do that, but they definitely do, man.
They have to. if you and I as retail people are thinking an evil thought like that, dude, they are doing that times 10. Like there's nothing. Yeah, 100% they're doing it.
So another reason why I took that BMNR, like those cover calls off, because I think, like you were just saying, for Bitcoin, like where that floor like support is, I think it's pretty much there. For I could see it maybe getting down to this line down here where there was some consolidation and agreement on price. But that's like 36, 3,700, and we're already at 3,900 and went as low as what is this? 3,800 yesterday. So like I just don't think there's that much more downside. So in my head, it's like, why would I open covered calls here near what I think is probably a short-term bottom? It's just a bad entry for calls, like cover calls. Like I would rather have opened them like up here at 42 to 4,500.
Yeah, it's the bounce or the churn, I think. Yeah, if you're saying that it's the bottom, chances of churning is a lot higher now, and then yeah, short dated long calls might be even better. But
and I don't know how much truth there is to it, but people, like I've seen a lot of people saying that you sell Rosh Hashanah and then buy Yom Kippur. So that's like the Jewish holiday. And so of course we had this dump yesterday, like right on Rosh Hashanah. And now I'm like, okay, maybe they're right. And Yom Kippur is next week. So it's like, all right, I'll just wait and I'll wait and see what happens on Yom Kippur.
Interesting.
If we rock it and that actually plays out, it's going to be so funny because that's when I would probably open cover calls again on that position.
All I see right now is just like we make lower highs on Bitcoin. And I feel like Bitcoin has been saved multiple times. This correction that we're having now from the most recent local high isn't bad. It's like Bitcoin hasn't done anything bad in a while. Like if Bitcoin flashed down from going below 100K one time and then recovered, obviously it went all the way up to like what, the highest of like 124 in August.
Right.
I think this is a gut feeling. I think we could touch back down to 5 digits again before we go off to 6 digits. That seems like something that would happen that would be actually scary, because otherwise a big turnoff for me for Bitcoin as of recent is I don't want my money to just sit in Bitcoin when I know I can actively trade it and make money, you know?
Right. It's not like you can sell up like calls against Bitcoin.
Yeah. I mean, there's IBIT. There are tools to do that. But really, I'm just not like, I'm not a huge fan of like the derivatives of crypto. I love the idea of the scarcity of Bitcoin and the idea of Bitcoin being like the, a universal currency that we could all get behind. But I think it could get scarier. That's been my like overall Bitcoin thesis, and that's why I guess I'm also watching the 109 price more than I think a lot of people, because if it went back down to 5 digits, yeah, I would play Bitcoin again, maybe even for the Christmas rally. I would heavily consider it. Yeah.
Do you are you a believer in Q4 Santa Claus rally this year?
This year I am. Right now I'm calling this correction that we're having right now. I'm playing it like it's the last dip of the year. I think we can dip hard of the current environment that we're in. I think we could dip hard. So I'm kind of like patiently waiting. I was 90% cash this morning. I put like a little bit. Yeah. I was a little bit of it, I put a little bit of it in back into Take Two for GTA 6. But yeah, I mean, I dodged lots of bullets by reducing my position size over the last few days. What tipped me off was I saw VIX climbing and SPY going down finally for the last two trading days. What we've seen in the last 23 trading days, the first 20 of those trading days, SPY was going up. VIX was also climbing. that is not a great thing to happen. Like as VIX climbs and the ETFs are green, that's kind of like like what's actually going on type of moment.
Right.
And then just 2 days ago, we saw VIX continue to climb and SPY finally start to go down. And then that, of course, cascaded into the next day where VIX continued to go up and SPY continued to go down. Today is the day VIX has gone down and SPY has gone up. So we'll see if this is actually the bottom now. But I like that VIX is down today. I like that a lot. It's down almost 7%. And the ETFs are green, the SPY and QQQ at least. And you mentioned IWM as well. So this could be the bottom of the dip I'm talking about, and then it's just hats on for Santa rally, which I think happens honestly sooner than we think. I think there could be like some insane movement because if you get enough people to believe in it, and we've had a great year already, and you have people believe in it like a blow off top, I think people will rush in even before they meet for Thanksgiving dinner, because that's the psychological effect of why the Santa rally happens. You did so good this year. I did so good this year. We get to Thanksgiving and you tell your family about BMNR. Your entire family goes into BMNR. And then we have this explosive like Santa rally. I think a lot of people have been doing really good this year, and
yeah, most people I think are like up probably 30, like more than double what's
crushing it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially the people that did not care, like people that are too tapped in, I think got juked by the tariff talk and the orange man. But if you truly didn't care, or you really had the guts and the balls, like I think you did a pretty good job this year.
I mean, if you just sat still and didn't even if you didn't add in April, like if you just didn't sell,
you're doing great
in the market, right? So
absolutely. Yep.
I mean, it's pretty exciting. I think VIX, how high did it actually get? Like 19? What was
it was up there. I have it tagged.
Let me take this comparison off.
Yeah, it got as high as 17.6. 17.6.
Okay. Like usually 20, it gets kind of exciting. Over 20. Like we had this.
But this is, it came off the back of, though,
right,
a non-scary event. It was literally just VIX going up. It was just general fear. There wasn't like some like big announcement, like rate cutting or anything. It was just people were just genuinely scared. But now, it's a new lower.
I mean, I feel like you could argue that people were scared because of the jobs numbers, right? Yeah, but they're not, like, with perspective, like they're not. It's really not that bad. Like I know people, as somebody who was just unemployed. Like, I missed one paycheck, and I know it's not the case for everyone, but it's really sector, like kind of like with tariffs, it's really sector dependent, and it's not everyone that is experiencing like the pain in the jobs market. And I feel like the people that are investing and spending, those just aren't the people who are impacted. So you're not going to see it reflected in the stock market or really in the consumer. Like you're just not going to see it that big of an impact. I was going to look up St. Louis spread, and you've probably seen this chart, the employment chart. And people love to share this. Like
it's a good looking graph. It's good looking. It's simple.
People like to look at it from that's not what I want.
I'm gonna refill my coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll get through it. So people like to share this from 2020 going forward. So we do like the last 5 years, and actually we do a little less. And that last year, you can tell nothing's really happened. But if you go from, let's say 2022, so from the bear market going forward, you'll see this a lot. Nice moves, man.
Hey, pay attention to the chart. Pay attention to the chart.
So I see this on X everywhere. They're showing the JOLTS data just straight tanking from the bear market till now. And this is what the Fed is kind of leaned into for cutting. They're like, well, we're seeing a material decline in the jobs market. And it's like, yeah, that's true from, post COVID. But then like if you zoom out like on any time period and look at where we were for jobs prior to COVID, it's just like we're just normalizing. Like we're just going back to the way things were before COVID. And like honestly, we could probably fall another, what is that, 30% and lose another 2,000 and get from where we're at now at 8 to 6,000, whatever that is, whatever units those are in. And it would just be normal. Like this is not that long ago. We're talking about the late 2010s where we were for jobs. And so we could see another decline for the next, like it could decline every month for like the next 6 months. And we still would be kind of where we were before COVID happened. Like COVID just created this fake jobs market that like never should have been where it was to begin with. And we're just coming back in line with where we should be, like where the equilibrium is for the US jobs market. But people want to point to this as like, oh God, economy's getting ready to crash because job market is collapsing. Well, it's not really. Like if you take it in like context from a historical perspective, it's just not.
There it gets to a point where we should be at a higher high though, because that of all the work that the Fed has had to have done in the time of COVID and beyond to create more just overall jobs in general. Where is that on the chart? Like where would be like the number or the area on the chart where you would be like, okay, this is getting a little egregious?
Like where I'm like concerned about jobs?
Yeah, like would you say that
I would say down here where 208 is. Like if we get under 5,000, and you also gotta, I don't know that people talk about it, and I really don't know how much of an impact it is, but we had a lot of boomers retiring right now. So the jobs, like the total number of people in the job market is going to get smaller over the next like 20 years because they are the largest percentage of our population are boomers. And so as they leave the workforce, there just aren't going to be enough people to replace the ones that are leaving because there aren't enough Gen Z or millennials to like make up for the deficit of the largest generation ever leaving the workforce. So I think you could see like an organic drop off in non-farm payrolls or in JOLTS data without the economy really absorbing like any negative impact from it.
You don't see there being an issue that like the where we're at in the graph right now is not like resuming from the top of like 7,500 like in maybe like 2019.
Well, I think that's part, like what I just said is part of it. Like I know my parents who are like right in the middle of the boomer era, like they just retired recently.
Yeah,
so,
mine retired 2 years ago. Yeah.
So some of that is just that, right? And then the other part of it is, well, how much of it is AI? Because I know a lot of people, well, I say that, I hate that phrase. I know, and a lot of people. Well, anyways, I know some people personally that cannot find a job because the career path that they chose for entry-level jobs has been totally replaced by AI. So finance, for example, a lot of stuff that interns and entry-level finance people used to do, AI can 1000% do that job now. And Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, those type of people, like if you got a CPA or CFA license, they're just not hiring entry-level people. If you don't have 10 years of experience already, you're kind of SOL because they're just going to get AI to do that entry-level job.
Right.
So then that's part of it too. And then you got to ask yourself, well, at what point do other industries like seriously start taking a hit because now either automation, AI, or robots, I guess at some point, which falls under automation, like they start doing these jobs that people were doing.
Yeah. Can I?
Yeah.
Yesterday, the wife and I, we were hungry. We decided to go to Taco Bell, and we're of course hitting the drive-through. And Taco Bell, like McDonald's, has been trying to nail in on the automated drive-through taking the order. I remember like the last few times I've gone, it would take most of my order, but like someone would need to have like stepped in and be like, "Okay, I got that for you. Yes, I'll do this for you." This was the first time ever, and the order was very complicated. It got everything right in one go, and I was just telling my wife like, that's one person that Taco Bell does not need to hire for anymore. Or like just like it frees up so much bandwidth of like one person. Maybe the second person might not be necessary. And then it got me just remembering, McDonald's is doing these like fully like drive-through only restaurants, robot made only restaurants. That stuff is super real. And I don't know what happened, but we've stopped also talking about how Nvidia's impact in robotics has like just gone away, but it hasn't. Like they're the leading edge there too. So if that's any rocket fuel for anybody, yeah, Nvidia is still very relevant despite all these like tariff scares and
all these like tertiary companies that aren't Meta, Google, Microsoft, XAI, like they're also like they're tertiary to Nvidia success, right? So like SoundHound, for example, does exactly what you're talking about. This is a super popular retail stock.
Oh, I didn't know that this was
that's what SoundHound does.
Do they do Taco Bell?
I think they might actually do can't remember if it's Taco Bell or KFC or what, but they do some major. I don't know.
They have to have a customers page. They love showing that stuff off. Do we see
let's see. Investor relations? Yeah, they probably do.
Overview. I feel like it would just be like on the front page, like brand logos
like
or
all
something.
The people they work with.
Yeah. Is this the front?
Yeah, this is the overview page. Let's see. Do they list all of them? They have a demo you can interact with on the page. See.
This is dynamic interaction from SoundHound. It means natural language understanding that happens as fast as you speak. The system is already listening. Watch the cart update in real time as we order. Can I get a pulled pork burger with a deli bun and mustard and pickles? I'd also like a kid's mac and cheese with milk and yogurt and a large Coke and French fries. We can edit the cart with voice. Make the Coke small. I don't want the French fries.
Yeah, this is
holy crap.
This is killing somebody's job. That's a job that's just gone right there. But
Vanna.
Yeah,
Vanna's here.
But like, if I go to Chick-fil-A, will it tell me it was my pleasure when it's done?
Hey,
I want that human interaction, man.
You got to upgrade, and then the enterprise package, custom one-liners.
I don't want the webcast. I want like a slide deck.
Vanna says it's for sure here. He says scroll down to customers. Like we were somewhere here already. Control F customers. LOL. I'm looking too. What the hell? See, this is why he's OP though. He's just.
Let's say if you find it, share.
Yeah, I'll link it.
On the investor.
Oh, it's right here.
On the main site. You got it here. Share it with me, and I'll put it up.
Okay. Present. Share screen. SoundHound. Share. Right here.
Boom.
So mine looks. Is it SoundHound?
I was on the investor relation page. I guess they have a separate site apparently.
Yeah, this is the .com.
So who we got here, man? Oh, Jersey Mike's. I love J Mike's.
Dude, I do too. My wife hates subs and sandwiches or she doesn't hate them, but it's like, oh man, you're missing out so much.
Too much bread.
Yeah, really.
Those are some pretty big names. They have pharma companies, they have shoe companies, they have car companies. So they're kind of all over.
Oh, I guess car companies for like Apple Play, or
right.
not, whatever
your car infotainment system.
Yeah. What does White Castle use it for? Oh yeah.
Dude, I could go for some White Castle. We don't have White Castle in my area, but their burgers are.
Neither do we. That's a Vegas only thing for me.
Yeah, sliders.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. You go.
No, that just shows you though, like to your point, the impact that Nvidia is having outside of just the mega caps. Like clearly AI is working in some areas. Like SoundHound will be like that's an example kind of to your initial thing that we were talking about at the very beginning. Like when you asked about is this kind of like the .com bubble with all these companies, like this is like an actual use case. So you throw this in there with Palantir for something that's probably going to work. Like I don't know, will it be SoundHound or someone else that perfects it? But this is definitely going to happen. We live in such an interesting time right now.
We do. I feel like as kids or teenagers, we knew technology was getting fast, but like we were stupid. We're kids and we're having fun. We're doing dumb things as teenagers. But now as we're adults and we grew up with the internet, we are now able to pick up on like, okay, wow, this is actually changing. Our parents got kind of caught in the warp speed of things where they didn't have time to like pay attention to these sort of things. Just things just got better for them and they didn't know how to set up the router, but the kids do.
Right.
But now the kids are adults and we have the grown-up money to make grown-up decisions, and it's just a whole thing. Yeah.
Do I want to be greedy? No.
Yes.
It's just not enough. Like, do I want to like try and make 10 cents on a call today? No. I probably will. I might sell one for like just over the weekend. Sell one on Friday and let it die over the weekend and get out of it on Monday. So I have been, so for BM&R, I've been selling like 10 to 20% out of the money because this thing can move like 10% in a day. It did it last week. So you have to be careful like on your strikes. Mm-hmm. So I actually exited this 55 call this morning. You can see it down here for a little bit of a profit at 137, and it's already back up to 160 or 159. I did that because I kind of wanted to re-enter. I didn't like the 55 because it's just, it can move 10% on Monday and like my cover calls are just washed.
Yeah, destroyed for like a few dollars.
Right. It's not even worth it. So I think I'm just gonna leave it.
I always take account of like how many have I won so far as well. Like if I've won many cover calls, I think it's like in my head, it's like, okay, I've already received a lot of buffer. Like I should be continuing to be at least looking for a nice exit.
Right. Yeah. I did not bounce on Hood. I mean, I'm still been supporting Hood. You just gotta follow me on something else other than Theta Gang.
True. Are you in Hood right now as we speak?
In my retirement account, I am.
Right.
In my traditional 401k, I have a position that I probably just will never sell.
Yeah.
That's also where I have some TSSI in there, just to give you an idea. I have some BMNR that isn't in my trading account in there. I have some Ethereum exposure through, I think it's ETH-U or ETH-A. I can never remember which one. I don't like the Legend doesn't have the toggle across the top to go between your accounts.
They do, though. They do.
Where? This is just my trading account. I honestly really just at this point is like my BMNR account.
I
It's the
can't
only
see
thing I
because
have
your
active in
logo.
here.
Like, I'll share my screen just real quick.
Okay.
Robinhood Legend. You don't see this right here?
I wish they just had it on the
This
main
toggle?
page. Oh, wait. Sorry. I got to share your screen. 1 second. Okay.
Right here.
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind. I'm a dummy. Yeah, I'm on the
Okay. Stop sharing now.
No, you're good. So, see, Robinhood has all these features. I don't even know what they are. So, like, this is the 5K Invitational one. And I got nothing in here, but you can see, just so y'all know we're not liars. I do have the money here. It's ready to roll.
I need to still do that.
It takes you like 2 seconds.
Okay. And is it instant? Like, it's just 5K
Yeah,
allocated
dude,
with
you
the
go,
name on
you
top?
click the little plus sign on your app at the top and add account and just say individual. And there's like one other thing you have to click and it creates it immediately. And then you can transfer in between accounts and it happens instantly. It'll take you 5 minutes to do it, which is crazy. Like, it's just another like thing about Hood. It's like when you're on the app, things are so easy. Did you ever get the credit card? Did you apply for it?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, man.
No, I didn't get it. Not yet. I still have hopes.
Maybe on stream one day I'll show you all that. But that, dude, it works so seamlessly between
rub it
like
in
your account and your Robinhood account. It's just crazy how like all their products work just so good.
Yeah. Top 3 in user experience, tied with no longer Duolingo in terms of user experience, I guess, but like Spotify. Yeah. Very good.
And honestly, so BMNR is up a little bit, which is why my account is up. This one's up 4% today. But my best trade today isn't even a trade. I put some money on the Ryder Cup for Europe, for Europe to win. So it's, remember, everyone, it's not gambling if you win.
Yes.
But
you're just predicting. You're not betting.
Yeah,
you're
I'm just predicting the future. But I am up a whole $420 right now.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
They say never to bet against America, but I literally bet against America.
Yeah, you did. You did bet against America. Loser.
I'm trying to decide whether I should close it out, and that way I can be like, I made some money, and if America loses, I still have my money. But then if
my friend does that bet,
if they come back and win, then I will have made money, and also America wins. So it's like a double win.
There you go.
Yeah.
My friend has like favorite football teams and favorite sports teams. And what he'll do is he'll bet that the other team will win. So even if his favorite team loses, he gets money. That's always been something really funny that I thought he did.
Is Banna's cat on his keyboard? /6E. What does this mean?
No, he's just trying to hack us. That's
okay.
That's what I'm going for. Yeah. Or is that a future?
Euro futures. Oh,
he's trying to hack us.
I'm gonna bet against the Euro. That's something I've never done. I've never traded currency.
Forex. Yeah.
Because I don't know anything about it.
Don't do it, dude. Nah. That's such a slippery slope. I already think futures is really bad, but like trading currency, like what are you doing?
The Euro's been ripping though.
It's like it's so like.
Do you remember when OJ was like up 1,000,000,000% last year? Orange juice.
Yes, orange juice futures. Yeah.
And then
and the egg futures also went up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Eggs were insane.
Yeah, eggs were like nuts.
Buying chickens so they could raise their own eggs.
Yeah.
Damn. So what did we learn last week not to do here? So I am going to have to run in like 5 minutes because I have to actually do real world stuff here.
For sure. I do too. why don't we actually just recap what we're gonna do on
Okay.
Monday? So we people, yeah, you go.
Sure. So I'll bring this back up again. So on Monday, Joonie and I, and this isn't the sole purpose for us, like doing these lives. Like some of it is just for us to talk and like go through macroeconomic events, just general discussion on the market. But on Monday, we're gonna start formally doing like a live consistently together. And part of that is going to be between he and I is a 5K invitational. So anybody that wants to join in, you don't have to create a separate account, but if you want to set aside whatever amount of money, it doesn't have to be 5K, to participate with us. So part of our lives is going to be going over each week, like the trades we made, why we made them, whether we made money, whether we lost money, like kind of the lessons learned. And Joonie and I have two very different trading styles. So I think it's good for a general audience to just see different ways that you can play the market. And I think that's pretty much it. And then of course we will, like, if you have general questions y'all want to ask us, either one of us, like if it's a specific stock or if it's like a macro question about the market as a whole, like we'll be happy to answer it too on there. I think the main focus will be this 5K challenge, just to like show y'all like actual trading with real results, whether they're negative or positive.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be a learning experience, I think, for some people, just to see a couple of different trading styles. And also ignore this. I actually had a separate account set up, and apparently I put some money in here and lost it. So I lost $100 already in here. So I'm going to spot Joonie $113.92.
Watch that actually matter. Watch that actually matter. That'd be
better
so
not.
funny. That'd be so funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And the winner of the 5K challenge will donate to the charity of choice of the loser.
Yeah, and mine will be Sophie Rain's OnlyFans account.
So along with donation to a charity of choice. Again, it'd be every Monday. Kev asked it, but I'm sure others are interested too. People can follow you. Spot your YouTube channel name and
YouTube. I'll just put it in the chat. It's at Joshua Hill, and you can probably search Invest with Matt. But if you want to directly get it, YouTube, that's X. YouTube is just Invest with Matt. Like it actually is my name somehow.
Nice.
I got that one. Yeah,
and then you'll maybe post some recaps or highlights there for people that want to just watch on their own time. Yeah. And if you are a VOD watcher of mine, you will also be able to see the 5K challenges by naturally already watching the VOD on Twitch, because all of it is just automatically recorded there.
Right.
Cool.
So we got you.
So I'm excited. Yeah, I'll see you then next Monday. And I'll have all the trade order stuff set up too. So there will be a public page where people can go to see what trades we've done, what trades we have open.
Yes.
I think it's just
for those who missed that at the beginning, Joonie is gonna grace us with his immense coding capabilities and be the nice guy that he is and create like an actual I don't know, are you gonna do a page or just like
it's gonna be a page. It's gonna be a page. Yeah.
So
be cool.
On Trade Otter, you'll be able to follow this. So if you don't want to go to X for whatever reason, or if you don't want to have to watch our videos, you'll be able to go there and see all of our trades for the challenge.
Yep. No ads, no paywall. You're gonna be able to just go there, see what we have open and what we've closed, and how close we are to losing 5K.
I'll put the website in here too, tradeotter.com.
Nice.
So my X is Oshawa Hill. And I think, Joonie, yours is TradeOtter_.
Correct. Yep.
So those are our two X accounts. You can follow it on there too. But it'll be fun, and we can talk a little shit to each other each week about.
Oh yeah, you know it. Bugs and Daffy type beat. Yeah.
we're gonna settle on let's just send me a message later. We need to settle on what our long hashtag is going to be, just so we're consistently using the same one. So I
Mhm.
think the first trade, whatever it is, or maybe during the kickoff on Monday, we'll give the hashtag. And then if you also want to participate, set yourself up an account or set aside some money and you can just hashtag it. We'll see it. And if you want to go into Trade Otter and join the gang, you can start posting your stuff there too, and we'll see it. Won't be on our page, but we'll be able to just see it on the general trades page. I think it'll be fun.
How's this hashtag?
Yes, that's almost sufficiently. Maybe like some explosion emojis on the end of it to make it a little bit longer. That's pretty good. That's almost. I think that's sufficiently long for everybody. I'll just put it.
Okay.
On. So this will be our
Let's
hashtag.
You can do that? You can put messages on what
Oh,
the
yeah.
hell?
Yeah, you can just click people's messages and it shows it on here. It's really nice.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure I don't know half the functions on here. There's probably way more, but that's one of the
Dude, this
ones.
subscription is so expensive. I still can't get
I
over it. It's
know.
like oh my god.
It's kind of absurd.
Yeah.
But it
Anyway.
is nice the way it links to like all of your accounts and streams at once. And like you can set up events across all of them, like a schedule. You can schedule it across all of them. So then anybody that follows you on any of your platforms like know it's coming, like what time it's going to be. I don't know.
Right.
It's definitely I don't know if it's worth as much as it is, but it definitely some perks to it.
Yeah. It's definitely a convenience thing. Yeah. You know, when we get really successful at this, it'll be just a drop in the bucket, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Manifest.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. Positive vibes only.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, cool. I think that's all. Got it?
Yeah.
Covered?
That's all it for me.
Well, thanks everybody.
Later, man.
Yeah.
Bye,
take care.
everybody.
See ya.
Peace.